The palace of Varion stood like a silver jewel above the volcanic plains, a fortress of alien elegance surrounded by rivers of living fire. To the Varion people, fire was sacred, a test of purity. To humans, especially one like Nick Gareth, it was just something you were smart enough not to walk into. Yet tonight, he was running straight toward it, because Gloria was in there. The alarms blared across the courtyard as molten cracks split the marble beneath the Queen's soldiers. The ground shook like a breathing beast, heat rolling through the air in waves. Nick didn't stop. Flames lashed his skin. Oxygen burned in his throat. His suit, a standard cadet uniform, was never meant for this. But he shoved forward, shoulder first. Blasting through the half-melted emergency doors, he found her collapsed near a fractured bridge, flames licking the ground around her like hungry serpents. Gloria Villanera, Princess of Varion, heir of the Ember Thrones, feared and respected across star systems, looked impossibly small in that moment. Her usually glowing ember-red skin had dimmed to ash gray. Heat exhaustion. She wouldn't last. Nick leapt, sliding beside her, wrapping an arm around her waist. "Hey!" he gasped. "Don't check out on me." Her eyes fluttered. Even half-conscious, her voice carried the pride of royalty. "You came back for me?" "I think that's obvious," Nick grunted as the fire roared louder. "You are reckless." Nick smirked despite the pain. "Maybe I'm just stubborn." He lifted her, and every muscle screamed. The path back was collapsing, molten stone spilling like waterfalls. They were trapped. Gloria's claws tightened weakly on his sleeve. "Leave me. You will not survive with my weight." Nick growled. "Then I guess we die together." And he took the only option left, heading deeper into the inferno, toward a maintenance hatch he'd seen earlier through the smoke. His boots stuck to the scorched metal. His skin blistered raw. But he didn't let go. Humans were not the strongest species. Not the fastest. Not the most resilient. But when humans loved someone, they became unstoppable. They collapsed into the emergency shaft, just as the roof above them caved, lava sealing the exit behind. Nick shielded Gloria with his body as debris rained around them. Darkness, silence, only the harsh sounds of breathing. One strained, one nearly silent. Nick brushed hair from her eyes. "You're safe, okay? Just stay with me." Her tail flicked once, acknowledgement, before she slipped into unconsciousness. Nick didn't allow himself that luxury. He carried her, crawling, dragging, until light finally broke ahead. They emerged into the cold night air, collapsing on obsidian rock under the red moon of Varion. He had saved the heir of a fire-born empire. Hours later, he stood before the alien queen herself, Queen Lyrixa, the Blaze Mother. She towered over him, a living monument of magma-touched power. Gloria lay behind her, receiving healing flames. Already awake, already watching him, the queen's voice thundered through the grand chamber. "You entered the sacred fire to save my daughter, knowing it meant your death." Nick swallowed. His chest still hurt when he breathed. Anyone would have done the same. "No." Lyrixa leaned forward, molten eyes burning into him. "Humans fear fire. You ran into it." Nick clenched his fists. "I couldn't leave her." The queen smiled, a terrifying, regal curve of her mouth. "Then hear my decree. Nick Gareth of Earth, you will marry my daughter." The hall exploded into whispers. Commanders stumbled. Nobles gasped. Even Gloria sat straight up, shock blazing in her ruby eyes. Nick choked. "Wait, Mary?" Gloria stormed forward, cheeks brighter than the lava streams outside. "Mother, that is not. He is a soldier. A servant in training." Lyrixa silenced her with one raised hand. "He has proven himself worthy." The fires judged him and did not consume him. His courage, his devotion to you, is rare even among our own. Nick stepped back. Look, I'm honored, really, but when the volcano erupted, the Queen interrupted. The palace security failed. My guards failed. Only the human saved her. Her voice fell like a verdict. You owe him your life, my daughter. You owe him your future. Gloria glared at Nick, a conflicted mixture of fury, embarrassment, and something deeper. Something soft. You didn't have to follow me, she murmured. Nick shrugged. Well, maybe I wanted to. Her eyes widened slightly, a flicker of emotion. Lyrixa raised her scepter. Let it be known, at dawn, the bonding ritual shall commence. Nick felt his heartbeat climb into his throat. Bonding. Marriage. Royal. Marriage. Humans were full of courage, but nothing prepared him for in-laws this. Extreme. The palace prepared for celebration. Armored priests, fire dancers, banners forged from heated silk. The entire capital erupted with excitement. Nick sat alone on a balcony, staring at the stars, his skin wrapped in healing gel. For the first time that day, he was scared. Not of flames, not of death, of the future. A soft voice broke the silence. You look uncomfortable. Gloria stood near him, dressed in ceremonial armor, hair braided with glowing gemstones. She seemed both fierce and oddly shy. I look uncomfortable? Nick laughed weakly. I almost melted today. She approached, expression serious. You risked everything. Why? Nick hesitated, then decided truth was easiest. You're important to me. You have been since the day you punched that bully in training. Gloria's lips parted. Shock, again. No one has ever spoken to me like that, she whispered. Not as a princess, but as a person. Nick gave a half-smile. Maybe royalty deserves someone who sees them for who they are. For once she didn't argue. She just looked at him. Really looked. Then, quietly. If we do this, if I become your wife, we decide our lives. Not the crown. Nick nodded. Deal. She extended her hand, a warrior's pact. He took it. Her skin was warm, not scorching, just warm like a heartbeat. For the first time since the flames. Nick felt steady again. Dawn rose, crimson and gold, fire casting halos across the throne. Nick stood tall beside Gloria, not as a servant, but as her chosen. The Queen announced to the cosmos, humanity has earned its place beside fire. The crowd roared. Gloria squeezed Nick's hand. He squeezed back. Humans might not be forged from fire, but they could still burn brighter than anyone expected. And for Gloria, Nick would enter the flames 1,000 times more.